A while back, I had a client, let's call her Sarah, that was launching her coaching business. She came to me for help with her website, but when I asked about email marketing as part of the project, she said, I don't really think that I need that right now. I think that's just a little bit too complicated for what I'm trying to achieve. But here's what she didn't know. Coaches with email lists make nearly 13 times more than coaches that just rely on social media alone. Fast forward 18 months, Sarah came back to me because she decided, I want to scale from one-to-one coaching to group coaching, and I really need an email list to do that. And so we added it onto her website. I think she really wished that she had started building her list from day one instead of only focusing on social media platforms like Instagram and LinkedIn. I'm Jenny Lakenin, a web designer and certified life and story brand coach. I've built over 150 websites for coaches at this point in my career. And what I've observed is the ones relying on social media alone are really building on rented land. And it's costing them in missed revenue and the ability to help the people that they got into this industry to help in the first place. Today, I want to talk about why thoughtful coaches start with email marketing first, and the simple steps to build your email list, even if you have never sent a marketing email in your life. Here's why social platforms alone are not enough to market your coaching business. Facebook and Instagram have had at least one major outage per year since 2021, with most years actually seeing multiple smaller outages. And to me, this just shows the unreliability of social media platforms and that I don't want my whole livelihood to live there. Not only do platforms and algorithms change, but there's always the risk of downtime when it's very inconvenient for your business. Now, don't get me wrong, I still use social media. It's always going to be a part of the marketing ecosystem, but I don't want to risk my whole business on it. Plus, accounts do get hacked sometimes. One client of mine had a hacker get into an old email account of hers, which gave him access to her Instagram. He was posting there as if he were her and DMing her followers, and it was just a whole hot mess. Not only that, but she was completely cut off from her followers during that time, which was just super frustrating. On the positive side, email is a direct line to people that want to hear from you. You don't have to worry about algorithms. Plus, coaches and other service industries have nearly a 4.5% conversion rate on email marketing. That's 174% higher than social media. That is why email marketing should be the foundation of your business marketing and not an afterthought. Now, email marketing is just one of the 5 pieces of technology that I have seen coaches need when they get started in their business. I actually created a free tech roadmap that lists all 5 of those tech pieces. You can grab that roadmap in the description below or go to jennylakenin.com/roadmap. Now, you might be wondering, what exactly is email marketing? So by email marketing, I just mean that someone comes to your page, they put in their name and their email on a form, they hit submit, they get added to your email list, and they get sent some kind of free resource. And that free resource, we usually call it like a lead magnet. They receive that lead magnet in their inbox. We automate all of this, so you're never manually sending PDFs to someone when they sign up. Now, the first step to actually getting started with this email marketing process is to choose an email service provider. An email service provider is just where your email list is going to live. You need this instead of something that's really basic like a Gmail inbox, because Gmail and a lot of other email providers will actually block your emails if you're trying to send to more than 500 people or so. Gmail's going to be like, whoa, this is spam, and they're going to block all those emails, which is definitely not what we want. Email service providers are set up to handle bulk email specifically in a way that's legally compliant so that Gmail and Outlook and other inboxes know, oh, okay, these emails are fine because they're, coming from approved channels. Now, for the purposes of constraint, I'm going to recommend just 2 different email service providers. The first is MailerLite. MailerLite is perfect for beginners. It's intuitive, it's easy to use, and it's pretty simple to actually set up. Kit is the second option. Kit scales a little bit better than MailerLite does. It has more features, but I do find it a tiny bit more technical to set up. It's not bad, but take that for what you will. To choose between MailerLite and Kit, I would just think about where you are right now. If you're brand new to email marketing and you want something that's really simple to get started, then MailerLite could be perfect. If you're comfortable with a little bit more tech and you want something that'll be with you for a little bit longer, then Kit is a great choice. Once you've got your email service provider chosen and you've set up your account with them, then step 2 is to create your lead magnet. Like we said earlier, a lead magnet is a free resource that solves one one specific problem that your ideal client faces. When you're starting out, I love a good PDF download to be your lead magnet, something that's 3 to 5 pages long, that's simple, it's easy to consume, it's pretty easy and quick for you to create, and it solves one specific problem. Now you might be wondering, Jenny, what the heck should I write in my lead magnet? To create your lead magnet and to write it, I would think about what is one very specific problem that your ideal client has that they often come to you with when they're first getting started? Like, what are they leading with when you begin working together? I have a client named Dana that helps burnt out women entrepreneurs. So we helped her create a lead magnet that was actually just 4 restorative questions to ask when you're processing a difficult thing in your business or in your life, because this is something that her clients often lead with. They've often had some kind of trigger that caused burnout, and her 4 questions help them to start processing what actually happened. Plus, she does have a background in restorative practices, and so it gives them a taste of what it's like to work with her, and it builds her authority too. That's what you want to focus on in your lead magnet. You want to give them a quick win that's related to the work that you do together so that they can really get a glimpse of what it's like to actually coach with you, to work with you. Let me know if a deeper dive video on how to create a super valuable lead magnet would be useful. I could definitely create a deeper dive video on that. For lead magnet design and actually making it come to life, Canva has lots of free templates for lead magnets that you can customize. Or if you want something that's more custom and you don't want to take the time to do it yourself and you want it to look amazing, we actually do have a brand designer on our team. Her name is Dina. She's a life coach, so she really understands what the coaching world needs. But honestly, starting with Canva really is totally fine. You can always upgrade your design later once you have a lead magnet that is working really, really well. Once you have your lead magnet created, the third step is to set up your funnel. A funnel consists of 3 parts. First, an opt-in page, which is just a short page that promotes your lead magnet with some text about what it's about, maybe a stock photo that relates to the problem that you solve, as well as a form where they put in their name and their email and hit submit. Second, a thank you page that confirms their subscription. I really love putting a quick video on this thank you page to build trust, but that is totally optional. And then third in your funnel is an email sequence. And at minimum, this is going to have 1 automated email in it that actually delivers your lead magnet. You can start by just putting your lead magnet on your homepage. And as a web designer, I think you should always have a lead magnet be promoted on your website. But eventually, you'll also want to have that dedicated opt-in page so that you can send people directly to your lead magnet from speaking engagements and from social media and, maybe even just from your business card. Here's a quick example from my client, Jackie Swainson. She has her lead magnet on her homepage, but we also created a dedicated opt-in page for her. This just makes it a lot easier to send people directly to that lead magnet, because if they just land on her homepage, they might get distracted by reading the blog or doing something else, and they'll click away and just forget to opt in. Now, to set up an email automation, I would go ahead and Google the name of the platform you chose, whether it's MailerLite or Kit or something else, plus email automation tutorial. You're going to find plenty of step-by-step guides out there on how to set up an email automation. And finally, step 4 is actually promoting your lead magnet. You can create the most beautiful and useful lead magnet ever, but if you don't tell anyone about it, then no one is ever going to know that it exists. Start with these low-hanging fruit strategies for promoting that lead magnet. Put the link to your opt-in page in your social media profiles, including your Instagram link in bio, your Facebook page, your LinkedIn bio, wherever you are active online. And then create some social media posts about it. And even do direct outreach, like message your business friends, message the people that you went through coach certification with. They'll cheer you on and they'll maybe know someone who would benefit from that lead magnet. These small actions of promoting that lead magnet really do help build your email list. And once you start getting subscribers, my top tip is to actually email them. I can't tell you how many coaches I know who, they set up their email list and then they just let it sit there and they never emailed the people that actually subscribe, other than that initial automation. So I would just say email weekly if you can, but even a monthly cadence is totally fine. Share tips, share behind the scenes stuff, share stories from, the clients that you've coached anonymously. Over time, that really is how you build a reputation. That's how you build trust with your audience. So that is how to start your email list. Choose your email marketing provider, create your lead magnet, set up your funnel, and then promote that funnel. I hope this was helpful. If you want to further solidify the tech in your coaching business, remember to grab that free tech roadmap in the description below or at jennylakenen.com/roadmap. And if you want to see more real examples of funnels like this, check out my Funnel Fixer video where I actually review real coaches, opt-in pages, and lead magnets and give them simple fixes that improve conversion rates.